You're working really late, you know. It's already past 10 p.m., dude. I think it's time you told me the truth. Relax. Don't you know it's ignorant that ignorance is bliss? But if you really want to know, let's talk. Welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Let's get the truth. Ignorance is bliss doesn't count for me. I need answers! Only truth. Now, let's hear what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Corda had been successful in his plans? What would he have disclosed? I told you before, dude, I don't know. I don't know anything about Juan, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I keep saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on, I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Juan Corda, Mr. Corda. Especially on that night. Take that! Someone used this camera to secretly film Mr. Cordo's room the night of the murder. Secretly film? What? And then sent the images to the camera took with this transmitter. Wow, but dude, where was this camera you're talking about hidden? In this bear. The spy camera was hidden in this bear's eye. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. I guess Juan had a few of those kinds of fans too, huh, dude? Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. You sure, dude? Who else could it be from? The person who gave this bear to Mr. Corda was... you! Mr. Enguarde, don't you know this bear from somewhere? I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. Aw, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? What else did the bear tell you? He says that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. Enguarde. If I didn't know how you work in court, I'd think I was in some serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet. Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first? Here's your proof that it was you who put the camera inside this bear. This receipt! I have here one credit card receipt, Mr. Wright, Mr. Enguarde. It was from you who bought this bear. Dude, all you can tell is that I spent $3,800. I go to the department store all the time, okay? Just $3,800. This could be from a toothbrush I bought that one time. A $3,800 toothbrush? It's ivory. And it's got elephant hair for bristles. Ew. Elephant hair? Is that what rich people use nowadays? Anyway, the store clerk clearly remembers you from your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not? Dude, you should have said that earlier. So, can I ask you one thing? Yes? You're my lawyer, right, dude? So, if you are, then why are you looking into stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay? No! Not yet. I haven't asked you why you set this camera up yet. And what your secret is, of course. It would be strictly confidential. So, what are you going to do now? I'm going to find out what I want to know. Because I must. The reason you hid this camera in Mr. Corda's room and filmed it in secret is... John Doe. This looks like it. Except not. And when it basically it would show this. However, it's because of this. What's with this card? Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is from a certain man's calling card. This man's name is Shelly the Killer. And I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelly the Killer. That's ridiculous! Why would I know such a shady scumbag like him? Are you really don't know him? Then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it. I'm finally starting to get to the truth. I can't afford to make any mistakes now. Matt Enguarde, I know why you know Mr. the Killer. It's because you're his client. Since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew. You knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how? How would you know something like that? It's because you were his client. That's why. You hired Shelly the Killer to assassinate Mr. Enguarde. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is you, Mr. Matt Enguarde. And here I was, trying to be a good boy for you, dude. I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought, anyway. Mr. Enguarde, you really did hire? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna consult myself, okay? Consult myself? Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway. About time for what? I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. Him? How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Matt Enguarde. This is him. The real him. With a glass of brandy? Where'd he get that from? Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. You really... So you were Shelly the Killer's client? You don't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, do you? What do you mean? and that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself. Trying to stick that crime on me. I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is what Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer? That's... You're lying! What a terrible... It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on, and let us grown-ups talk about more adult things. But why? Why did you hide the video camera and... A weakling soon believes the words of others. Just like that pathetic Adrian. He knew about Miss Andrews' secret. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. What? Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their heads. But I'm a superstar like me. How much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess? And that's why? Yes, that's where the video comes in. I got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. That's right. The video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright? Why would you do something so wrong? Because I'm a grown-up, and I can. Good enough of an answer for you, little girl? Why? Why would you kill Mr. Enguarde? Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they? This is all because of that press conference? Isn't it? If Mr. Enguarde had been able to give it, then Mr. Enguarde's secret would have... Well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know? I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit, it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought. And That's how Mr. Corda ended up dead. Let me tell you something. Because I'm not like Adrian, I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used and thrown away. Put on a sweet innocent face, and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it. The assassin too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone all working their butts off for me. Matt Enguarde. Aw, did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you've killed Mr. Corda. And you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. That person who did the killing was the killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a cat nap in my room. You killed Mr. Corda. I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. Oh, but that's too bad. You can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? Oh, but you can't, can you? That would be one thing you absolutely can't do. Mystic Maya. You wouldn't want to test the killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You scoundrel. So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I would think you'd give it my all tomorrow. And remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution. I'll get you for this! That's such a cliche phrase. Juan said something just like that, if memory serves. Of course, well, we all know how things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Maya. What am I supposed to do? And now you've finally found it. The starting line of this case. Edgeworth. I don't care for that hard atmosphere. Let's return to the precinct. Oh gosh. Did that actually happen? Well, Wright, what are you going to do? If you plan on changing your defense... No! We can't do that! That's right. He's holding Maya hostage. What should I do? That's not something I can answer for you. But, Mr. Edgeworth... Right. Only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, Wright, it's your turn. My turn? What is the thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer, and you must find it on your own. But on guard. I'm a lawyer. But to fight for someone who is clearly a killer... Matt Enguarde. That man's really... It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense? What exactly is that? Is that where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery? Ironic that you of all people should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you fought for your client up until now? Well, that may be true, but that's because I believe my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. If I were to get Enguarde an acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. What about Maya? I became a lawyer because I thought I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, I couldn't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do! Right. Would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong. Huh? We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only humans, you and I. We want to save someone. That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say? That's... You are a defense lawyer. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do. Fight? People like you and Franziska von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict, for a man I clearly know to be guilty. Franziska, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all. And? Isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You were so petty. I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken. What do you... Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path for a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect win record were meaningless. Eh? I don't believe you. Are you saying that is why you left the prosecutor's office? But then, why? Why are you here now? The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before your verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of this story. Mr. Nick! It's the transceiver! I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Well then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My. What is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time. Tell me, please, why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. Enguarde's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer? Right. Please don't misunderstand things. He is my client. Don't toy with me! A man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself! I believe you are asking me for a reason as to why I'm doing what I am. Yeah? This is what I like to call my aftercare. What the heck is aftercare? My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. That is what I call client relations, and it is part of an assassin's duty. An assassin's duty? We are unlucky this time. My client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney. And to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end. What is your name? I believe I told you once before, however. You did, but my name is the Killer. Shelley the Killer. You're Shelley the Killer? Please keep in mind, you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain, Maya! It would be my duty as an assassin to see to it she receives a nice long nap. No! No! Now then, if you'll excuse me, if someone were to trace the signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome. Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! I don't know what to say. Edgeworth! Huh? Did you hear that? At the end of that transmission? Huh? Oh, that. It sounded like a cat. A cat? It can't be! That cat. Can it? What is it? I think I know where Shelley the Killer is holding Maya hostage! Edgeworth, have all police units head for Enguarde's mansion immediately! Alright, you hurry over as well then. Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight has only just begun. Yeah! Gotta find her. We act here for lead. Oh, come on, bring back that intense music. I know she's here. Maya! Please answer us! Mystic Maya! We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area. I can't believe it! That butler! All this time, he was the killer! He and Enguarde were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. Bear? Oh, it's a figurine of a bear! But there's a lot of cuts in it for some reason. You know what? Why not? A bear? Isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Corda? Why would something like this be here? Right, look down. There's a little pet door installed here. I'm sure that's for Shu. Do you think this came through that little door? Ugh, this door is locked! Well, I'm pretty used to breaking doors down by now. Let's go, Edgeworth. Alright, there's no one here. From the looks of this room, I would say this is Enguarde's private lounge. Look at this, right. An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals, and a VCR. Check inside the deck. If there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment of the crime committed and record on it. I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found. No. But there's no mistaking that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it. Something else here. We searched all over, but it looks like he got away. I'm sorry. Looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now, we lost our only lead. Don't give up yet. That little girl is looking to you to be her pillar. Yeah, you're right. We're close, I can tell it. We've already set up a checkpoint along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us. Maya. Uh-huh. What's this? This looks like a picture of Miss Impacts. With love. Celeste. Miss Impacts? You mean... Yes, Mr. Corda's former manager. Why would a picture of Miss Impacts be here in Mr. Enguarde's mansion? And why does it say with love? This might be a clue. I'll take it with me. Ah! What's wrong, Pearls? Please let me see that picture frame. Huh? What's so special about the frame? On the back! There's something written on the back of the frame. Maya! It's Mystic Maya! She left us a message! But what? I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You'd better get Enguarde a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag, and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I'll have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's gotta watch out for the help of this lunk. Uh, that's it for now, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. That's... I... No! Right. What's wrong? Why the blank stare? Oh, nothing. We've searched the house, and this is the last room. Looks like he eluded us. Edgeworth. Yes. As far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm going to get. But I'm still short one last thing. And what is that? Miss Andrews' psyche lock. If I could just find out what the secret she's holding, I think I stand a chance in court tomorrow. To blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open the last lock. Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill. Miss Andrews. I've come to remove your psyche lock. Psyche lock? I want to know, and you will tell me. Your secret. Fine, go ahead. Try to break me if you can. Time to talk. For my last attack. Take that! I can't break here. I need this. Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Enguarde for the murder? I've already told you that countless times. It's because you thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know why you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Enguarde. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge. So you're saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt? And why is that? And that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything to want to take revenge for. Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on another person. There's something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. Someone. The only someone that is. The someone. Celeste and Matt. But if you want proof, take that! Are you trying to help or hurt Matt with what you're doing? What? What am I doing? This random haphazard throwing out of evidence that you're fond of doing? That's not what I was trying to do at all! Then refrain from doing it anymore! I guess I messed up big again. So you're saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and so that's why? Well... Take that! Celeste! There's only one catalyst that would cause such strong feelings, and even revenge. And that's Miss Impact's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was once our manager. On top of that, the one who hit her suicide note was also one. What does all that have to do with Matt? You're right. You haven't mentioned him. Yet. But for you to hate Mr. Enguarde, that would mean he must have had some relation to Miss Impact and her suicide. Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt? Well, you didn't accept it now. The before. Take that. This. This is a photo of Miss Impact, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. What? With love. Celeste. This is Miss Impact's handwriting, isn't it? Where did you find this? No, that's alright. It was a rhetorical question. Yeah, it is. I found this in Mr. Enguarde's mansion. And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed. Sorry, Adrian. Celeste, she was supposed to get married to Juan. Yes, but I heard it didn't work out. Because Mr. Corner didn't want to get married to her anymore, right? Yes. Because of Matt. Because of Mr. Enguarde? What do you mean? I think I can see where this is going. Celeste, she was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at the time. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together. So that's why, with love, Celeste is written on the frame of that picture. They were a couple, weren't they? It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used, toyed with, until she was thrown away. That's so horrible. Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then, it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself. Revenge? I'm sure even you could guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship to Celeste. I see. So that's what happened. But then why did Mr. Gordon have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all. It was probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt had always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then released the truth on Juan. He was aiming for it when it would hurt Juan the most. Poor Mr. Impax. That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds. And so that's why she would never again be hurt by Matt. She chose to die. Then, when Juan discovered her body, he hid the note. But why would he do that? It's simple. Juan realized the note was a powerful weapon against Matt. And it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like spring breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge. Revenge. There's that word again. Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course. And that was at the press conference after the stage show. I know all about it because I heard it from Juan. It was so I could find out about all this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in the game. That night, when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Us two were always spying on one another, after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note, and that was when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring them my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. And so I stabbed Juan's body with his knife. I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, Even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man? He isn't a man at all. That's not what I call a man. That's not something a man does. I'm a lawyer. I see. What a foul profession. Thank you very much for your time, and for talking with me. It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway. I can't sleep either. Not my situation. With what I know now. This is it. I have all the evidence I need. All the testimony I need. All I need now is to somehow work this trial out. This is Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Let's put an end to this madness. See you next time.